We are on, and we have Lacy Counts with us, and this is our mompreneur season. We are so happy to have you on the show.
Oh my gosh, thanks for having me. I'm so excited. Yay!
My name is Maliha, and I'm your co-host. And
I'm Karina, and I'm also your co-host.
I love the enthusiasm, Karina. I love it. So, Lacy, tell us a bit, since this is the mompreneur edition, tell us a bit about your business or businesses.
Yeah. So we have a few. We just opened a barbecue restaurant called Yard Bar Smoked Beats in Little Panama City, Florida. It's up in the Panhandle on the coast. We also opened a coffee shop that's attached to that called Cowboy Cosmos. We have a hair salon coming in the next few months. We have other businesses that we have gutted and turned into residential units and things like that, commercial leasing. And then our biggest current project is called the Mashburn Building, which is about 20,000 square feet. And that's going to be mixed use condos for sale, as well as restaurants and a rooftop bar and lounge and all this stuff. So we're kind of, I like to describe myself as an accidental developer. I was supposed to be a stay-at-home mom or like, I don't know, an astronaut. I don't know what happened, but now I'm somehow developing buildings. I'm like, this is crazy. So yeah, it's fun. We just we have full-time jobs on top of developing things. And that's just kind of how life works is, when you're an entrepreneur, you got to do a little bit of everything.
So you're not busy.
It's not busy at all. I mean, sometimes I just
Well, you're also an influencer, right? I mean,
I'm an accidental influencer. I have no idea.
Everything is accidental.
Literally. I'm like, I wish I could plan things. That would be nice. I don't know how or why people are following me, but that seems to be going well. I'm like, how did you find my account? This is crazy.
Because you're real.
Right.
I'm just trying to survive. Yeah.
When she came on, I was like, oh, you look so pretty. You got makeup on. I've never seen you with makeup.
Yeah. I'm always so
First
gross.
of all, I feel like I know you, because even though we've never met or spoke, but I think you're very authentic in what you're doing.
Thank you.
That always works.
I wish I had the energy to try to pretend to be someone else, but I literally don't. It's like, this is it. This is all I have. So,
and that is like, you're like 1 out of a million. That's real. So
that's so sweet. Thank you.
We appreciate that because that's the whole point of Mom Life Unfiltered is for us to be real on this podcast. So answer me this. Do you still want to be at the kids' table or?
Yes. Yes, I do. I now regret being like, why did I ever want to not be at the kids' table? Like, this sucks. I say it all the time. I'm like, I just thought it'd be like, oh, I get to stay up late and watch whatever I want. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Really, it's like I get to stay up late with anxiety, worrying about, whatever taxes that are coming and all these big things. And it's not what I thought.
I think we all want to be I'll speak for myself. I won't speak for Karina, but I want to be at the kids' table because the kids just know how to be extremely honest and the kids know how to have fun at the end of the day. There's no mask. They're just like, what you see is what you get. And it just allows us, especially as adults, to be like, oh, okay. You're always going to get the honesty.
Yeah. I hear it. I hear that. Sometimes I don't want to be at the kids' table either. Taking care of kids all day long. Not all day long, but a lot. And then sometimes you need your little private mom moment where you need to sit at the adult table. That's how I feel. But I hear you in terms of being honest and fun and also it depends on which adults are sitting with you and also which kids are sitting.
Oh, that makes it.
I like to put myself in timeout just alone all the time. Like, mommy needs a timeout. So I'm sitting on the toilet hiding from everyone. So I like to sit there as well.
Well, at least you take care of yourself, I think that's one thing that a lot of moms are not, including me, are not. Sometimes my husband says, you gotta just go to the bathroom, go I don't know where, but get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, you need a moment. And I feel like I like doing that, but I just forget in the moment that I need to remove myself. So I don't know how you feel about that, but I think it's so healthy to just leave in certain situations.
Well, when I first became a mom, I have a 9-year-old son who actually is severe special needs. He's autistic and nonverbal. And when I first became a mom, it was always, oh, mom brain, almost like you're a ditz and you forget because you're a mom. And that's not really mom brain to me. Mom brain is a severe overstimulation of carrying everyone's burdens, everyone's to-do list, trying to be this for everybody everywhere. And then just eventually, honestly, like shutting down. Like, I think it's almost like it's short circuits and your brain's just like melting. I don't think when my husband goes to, no offense, my husband, he's amazing. But when he goes to bed at night, he goes to bed. His mind's not racing of what I have to do tomorrow for my kid. Oh crap, I forgot my mother-in-law's birthday present. This weird list of things and going, I need to be a better friend. I should host a dinner party. Oh, what would I cook? Like, you're just racing through a list of stuff that they just don't have.
Yeah.
And they're just like, night, out. You know what I mean?
Bye.
So I think that, they need to redefine what mom brain is. And it's like just carrying a load of everybody's stuff. And it's just a lot.
You're so right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is a lot. I mean, Lacy, what would you say your mom superpower is? If you have one.
I don't know if I don't think I'm anything special with being a mom. Honestly, in general, like, I don't think I have any quality that's like, oh my God, you're so smart, or you're so pretty, or you're so, you're so good with your kid. I think I'm really just average at basically everything. But I think being pretty good at a lot of stuff can be a superpower, because I kind of don't mess anything up that bad, but I'm not that great at a lot of things. I'm just kind of there. I'm just trying really hard.
Wait a minute. Let's rewind. You have like 11 businesses. So, you're raising a special needs child. If that's not a superpower, I don't know what is, because I wouldn't be able to stand in your shoes.
Yeah. Well, I think I like the chaos. Like, I kind of crave chaos for my brain. Like, I think it feels nice there. I grew up with a lot of kids and a big family. So the noise and the busyness feels familiar and comfortable to me. And I think too, when you have a hard situation like a special needs child, I can't sit in it and dwell in it and be sad about it. Like, I need the stimulation and the contact with adults and being creative and using left brain, right brain. That feels good to me. And that is, for me, self-care. Because if I just sat in it, and I'm not saying this is for everybody, this is just for me and what I need. If I just sat in it and kind of dwelled on it, I think I would just be sad. And like, I just refuse to live a life that I'm sad. I'm not going to waste it on it. So the busyness helps me a lot.
I think that alone is a superpower to me, because that's, hard, just to even function, like having so many businesses and then taking care of your son. I think a lot of people would be really like sad about that, right?
Yeah. It is sad.
Overwhelmed, and I'm sure you are overwhelmed a lot of times. But, and then, just being yourself. Maybe I was going to say, maybe you being authentic, that might be your superpower too, because your son needs to see that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
but I take us there. Like, what is I want to know what a normal day looks like for you.
Yeah. So, it's like normal to me. Like I said, only have one child. So I don't have anything to compare like an atypical life to, because I've just never had it. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I kind of feel like it's a blessing in disguise, because there's not like a lot of resentment, because I don't really know what everybody else is doing. You know what I mean? So, he's always, it's not like this came out of nowhere when he was like 10 and it was like a horrible car accident or something. You know what I mean? It's always been this way. So like I said, Crew is 9. He's autistic. He's severe. So he doesn't go to regular school and he's completely nonverbal. He goes to ABA therapy, which we call his school. So he does that for about 4 hours a day. And that's kind of the only, I don't want to say break, because it's when I like pound through work. Like that's when I like go as full blast as while he's gone. And then the rest of the time he's with me. And sometimes he'll have a grandparent pick him up for an hour or two, or, you know, a babysitter here and there, but he tags along with meetings. I work a lot from home. I want to be around him in the afternoons. Like I think it's fun. And I'm his person. So like I'm his safe space. So he wants me to. And it's not like he's been at school just playing, like it's at therapy. So it's intense and it's hard and he's mentally exhausted. So I want to kind of be like his landing pad. So yeah, every day's kind of different, which is nice. And luckily, since I do work for myself, basically, I mean, my hours are all over the place and I can stop I could stop and just take a nap with him. Like that's okay too, you know, so that's huge. That's a huge blessing for me.
Wow. I love that you can take a nap.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of people can't do that. That's a big deal.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a big deal. What would you say are your top mom challenges, if you have any off the top of your head?
Top mom challenges has been sleep. I'm exhausted. He's gotten better over the past few months sleeping, but it's been he'll be 10 in February. It's been almost 10 years of no sleep. And that's something that they don't really talk about with special needs stuff, but typically they're not good sleepers. Like their circadian rhythm is off. A lot of them don't need a lot of sleep. So he's been sleeping like a newborn for almost a decade. And so when I wake up and I'm like, I can't feel my face. Like I'm dead, because he might've been up at 1 o'clock and gone back to bed at 4 a.m. Or he might be up since 2 and never went back to sleep. So when other special needs moms reach out to me, they're like, I understand when you're like, my soul's tired. It's a level of just exhaustion. Gosh. Because they just don't sleep. And not all of them by any means, but that is like a common symptom. So like, that's been like, oh. So when he sleeps, I'm like, he slept till 5. I feel amazing. You know, like I can conquer the world. Yeah.
And then you're running 50 plus businesses. Like,
yeah.
That's just cool. So are you and your husband doing the businesses together?
Yeah, we do them together. I always joke that he has a full-time job too, but like a real one that like pays him and stuff. You know what I mean? Because when you're an entrepreneur, everyone's like, don't you, like, what do you do with all that money? I'm like, what?
No.
What money? You just reinvest. Yeah. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, no. But yeah, no, we work together. We work really well. We're total polar opposites. We always joke that we have very similar like senses of humor. Like we love the same stuff, because I guess like I'm a 13-year-old boy at heart. I have no idea, but we have totally different personalities. Like he's like such a nerd and like numbers, math. And I'm like I called him, like, I can't get my earpods to work. Like that's me. So we balance each other well.
That's great. And so do you have like a big support team behind, like your mom or your parents-in-law? Are they around, or aunts, uncles?
Yeah. So we moved back. Stephen and I got married right out of college. We've been together since high school, like literally 10th grade. We've been together for 22 years. We got married right after college, and we are both obviously from the same hometown. So we moved a ton. Like we started out in Tampa, and then we moved to Atlanta, Chicago, Miami, Chattanooga, and then back to Panama City. So we kind of, for over like 12, 13 years, we just worked in different places. We wanted to work for different companies. I always wanted to live in Chicago. So we're like, why not? Let's go. Like, let's do it. Just kind of have like our little adventure. And so in the middle of COVID, we were in Chattanooga, and we actually moved home, I wouldn't have done it originally, like when we first got married, but it was perfect timing for us. We had a 4-year-old. It was like, hey, let's move home. We bought a lot next door to my parents, which is crazy. Everyone's like, Stephen, you're so brave to live next door to your in-laws, but they're so sweet. So we actually share a fence with my parents. And so our kid just roams around like he's like the king of the block, you know, because he can. Goes in between everybody's houses like it's a compound or something. So they're a huge help. My in-laws are a huge help. They live 15 minutes down the road. Yeah, so it's so nice. And we never had that when he was little, because we lived so far away. So it's nice having, just people around, and he's got cousins here.
Huge.
Yeah, it's nice. And that was a big thing for us, was like, when you have a special needs kid, they don't have a lot of friends, but he's got cousins, so they can be his friends, and, so that's been nice.
I love that. I think that a lot of moms don't necessarily have support.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's a big deal when you do, because I think in Western culture, that whole idea of the village, the community raises the child. I don't know, that left a long time ago.
Yes.
I don't know where it went, but it left. And then moms are like, I have to do it all. I have to do it all. I have to do everything. And yes, moms have very close friends, and, the friends come in and support, but it's not, I don't think it's the same. It's the same type of support that you would receive from like your family or just really, really, really close friends. So I think there's levels to it, and it's beautiful that you have that you kind of have a quasi-compound situation, which is really cool. I want that. So
yeah. I highly recommend moving in next door with your parents. It's actually been very good. But besides my mom popping in all the time to drop off food, I'm like, Mom, we're fed. We're adult. I'm almost 40 years old.
No, I'm
cooking dinner. And she's like, that's her level. She's like, I'm bringing you food. I'm like, okay, whatever.
But
just let her.
I mean, again, it really depends on your parents or your in-laws.
Yeah.
And also don't actually move in with them, because
no, don't do that. Oh my God.
That's what we did or had to do.
You did.
And
this is close enough.
No, when we first, shout out Abby and Howdy. Thank you for taking us in. That was when we first moved to the Cape, to Cape Cod, and when COVID happened and we didn't have anywhere to go. But still, it was, I would say they would probably sign this comment. They would say, yeah, it's a challenge. It's for them.
Everybody.
It was probably, exactly.
Yeah.
But
space.
For 2 years.
Y'all got real close.
Right? That's very close.
Lots of breathing.
Yeah. When we built the house, we put all the bedrooms on the second floor. And Stephen, my husband, was like, I just don't want your mom to see me in my underwear. Like, we got to have the bedrooms upstairs. She won't go upstairs. I know she won't. And I was like, that's true. So we were always trying to create space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Karina, what about you? What are your mom challenges? What are your top mom challenges?
So my top mom challenges when we still lived on the Cape, I don't know if you know Lacy or anyone who's listening, we moved to Germany 3 months ago. The business is still running out of Cape Cod. So everything I'm working on, I can do from anywhere in the world. So that's very nice. But I think that the biggest challenge was probably not having my parents around, because my kids are super close with my parents and they just take the kids, whenever, and just building the business and being a stay-at-home mom when my husband worked a full-time job. That was the biggest challenge, I would say. And now we're back. We're like 10 minutes away from my parents. So my kids literally can jump on the bike and drive over, and they have the kids all the time. So that's nice. Very nice. But the support, that's why I asked, it's huge to have that support. And because I was at a point in Cape Cod where I was literally crying every day. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to not do this anymore. I'm just going to stop the business. It was in the very beginning, but, and then also, I think I talked about that in another episode. I am a mompreneur, and I guess I built a sort of successful business, but I missed a lot of seeing my kids growing up. And nobody can ever give that back to me. Like I loved when you said that you want to spend that time with your son in the afternoon, and you make sure that you guys have that time. And I think that's beautiful, to really, even if you have to work your butt off, that you're still trying to put in that time with your kids. And I wish I had the chance to do that more often when my kids were littler. Yeah.
Well, they always say just dig in. What is it? What's that phrase? Lean in, like work harder, do more. And it's like, I just think it's a lie. Like, I don't think we can have it all. I mean, I really don't. Like, I will never, like, say you have 100% to give. Well, 80% is going to work. 10% is going to crew, 5% is going to this. And then my husband gets like a one leftover way over there. And every day is different. Sometimes crew gets 40% and work gets 30%. But I just think it's a lie to think that you can be an entrepreneur or business owner, of male or female, and be a great parent and be involved in everything and be a perfect friend. It's just, that's not humanly possible. Like, where is this time coming from? Like, it's just weird. You know, I don't know why we've been taught that, but I think
it's just a Western thing. Like, I honestly think that that's something that someone at some point started, and then everyone thought that's the right way, you know?
That's not true at all. Like, what?
I think it's all a joke about the work-life balance and I do not, coming from someone that does not have children, I don't even know how to properly balance my life. Like, I don't know how it's possible. So I don't even know how it's possible if you're a mom and you have with you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that it's unnecessary pressure, unnecessary, also self-judgment to think that you have to have it all balanced. That's not, I think that's not reality. Nothing about it is reality. We're going to have, just like you said, 20% goes here, 5% goes here on this day. Now, maybe the next day, 40% is here. And maybe you get 1% as a mom. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So I think the percentages vary day by day, which I love that you said that, because I think a lot of moms need to hear that. And also that we should just give ourselves more grace around the work-life balance, you know?
Yeah. I've noticed that totally. Like, I've noticed if I'm really present with my kid and I'm just crushing it as a mom, I'm a horrible wife. Like, I am. I'm like, you're fine. Like, feed yourself. Why are you trying to touch me? You don't need attention. Like, I am.
Hey, I'm an incredible mom right now. Back up.
Like, isn't that enough? Can't you just go, wow, she's a great mom, and that fill your cup? Like, I can't. Like, this is crazy. And then I'm like crushing it at work, and I'm like, I have a family. Like, I just completely forget, and I'm just like all about work. So it's just, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, my God, I can't give everybody everything all the time.
Yeah. That's perfect. I love that you said that. That's perfect. Yeah. That's perfect. I mean, first of all, how do you keep your marriage spicy? Or is that a thing?
Yeah. Oh my God. I don't know. It's so hard. No, I literally just went on, because my husband travels like every couple weeks for like 2 days to look at properties and stuff for his real job. And like this past week, I went along with him. It was like a 30-hour trip. I just went with him, and it was like a date night. Like, I literally went and he just wanted me there. Like, he just wanted me to like sit with him in the plane. I swear we spent more time flying, but we just had a great time and just chatted, and he just had me to himself. And then we came home, you know, and then it's back to work, back to mom life. So we try to do like little trips, nothing crazy, just something to be like, remember me? Like, I'm fun. You know what I mean? Like, you forget that you actually liked this person at some point in your life. That's why you married them. You know? Right. I'm like, you are fun. You know?
What about you, Karina?
So now that we live actually 10-minute walk from downtown. And I've never had that really, or we as a couple never had that before. And our kids are now 8 and 11. So we're actually living the dream right now. Awesome. I have to say that. So we would, in the evening when the kids have their screen time, we don't do that every day. We do that maybe once a week, where we put the kids in front of the TV, they watch their movie, and my husband and I just go downstairs, like literally 2 minutes, a minute, have a glass or a bottle of wine, and just talk.
Get it.
She said bottle.
I mean, and then, you know, the kids,
I'm into this. Yeah.
It's amazing. If anything is going, like if they have anything, they can either come down or, you know, like they call us or whatever. and we're right there. But we have so many restaurants and bars and everything right outside our door. And that's like coming from Cape Cod, where we had to literally drive everywhere.
Yeah.
To be somewhere. Like, we're living the dream.
That's so fun. I love
that.
So that's how we keep it spicy.
What advice would you two give to moms that are, where it's dry for them, in the marriage department? What would you say? What advice would you give?
Oh God.
Tickle each other's feet once a day for 2 minutes.
I'm with that bottle of wine comment. That helps a lot.
Well, I mean, sometimes you don't have you can sit down and have a bottle of wine, but then at home, and if you can't leave the house because you have small children. But I think if you have 2 minutes and I know how hard it is. Sometimes my husband comes in and he's like, sit down on the couch, take off your socks. I'm going to tickle your feet, or give you a back rub or whatever, and it's hard for me to do that because I'm in the middle of something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can you just leave? But once I've done it, it's like, thank you. Thank you for reminding me to just take a little break. And it gives us an instant connection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
And if you don't like feet tickles,
I don't. I hate it.
Then
if you're feet are my vibe. No, but I think with the feet tickles though, it's it's just human touch. Like there's I saw something on, I don't know, some show, and they were saying how humans should hug for 30 seconds a day. Yeah. It's just the physical touch. It's if I'm stressed out, my husband's like, give me a hug. I'm like, I'd rather die than hug you right now. But it does really help when you're stressed out to have a hug. But it's the last thing you want because you're I'm in the trenches over here. I don't want to hug you. But you're like, oh yeah, that was nice. For us, it's having a common hobby. So the hobbies could be TV. We like to watch shows together or movies or something. And that's just something that we like to do, and we'll talk about it. It's just a way to not talk about work because we are working together a lot. And so, and then, I'm about to fall asleep and he'll start talking about work and I'll just go into a blind rage. I'm like, stop talking about work. I'm trying to turn my brain off. But yeah, TV shows and movies and stuff has always been a thing that we love doing together. So that helps.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I love this.
But marriage is hard. It's work. It's not, you got to really try.
Anything long term.
Yeah.
Challenges you fully. It fully requires you to show up every day, even if the next day isn't your best.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best that you can give that day.
Mm-hmm.
Anything long term is a lot. And I was going to ask both of you, as moms and as mompreneurs, do you ever feel like you want to just give up? You want to throw in the towel and have a simple life, live by the beach and have a coconut shack and be done?
Yeah, occasionally. I'm I'm on a boat in the middle with no one around. I might invite my family. I don't know. It's just yeah, I totally get that. I do want to live a big life. Like I said, I like the chaos. I like the creativity. I like opening businesses. But I do want to live on a boat at some point. I do want to do that. I would love to live in Europe at some point for a while. I think that you can evolve. I don't know if this is forever for me, but it's for right now. It's filling my cup right now. But I'm not going to shoehole myself and be I have to do this. I have to die.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I don't know who I'm going to be in 10 years,
right.
In my 30s, it's working, but in my 40s or 50s, I might want to, go on a different adventure and do something else. So you never know.
Yeah.
What about you, Karina?
It's a good question because the answer is yes and no. I feel I'm in my 5th year of having this business, and especially in the, I would say, first 3.5 years, it was tomorrow I'm gonna just close the online shop, just I'm done. Like, I don't want to, I don't know how I'm going to support my family financially. I'm just going to, this is, then you get like 10 shitty customer emails or whatever. And you're like, I'm not going to deal with this. Like, I deserve better. Like, just leave me alone. And then the next day it's like, woo, fly high. Which house am I going to buy tomorrow? Like, No, I'm just kidding. But it's like, something good, really good happens. And then you're very happy. It's like such an up and down, I would say. Like life is. But being an entrepreneur and a mom is like such a different level of stress. Overall, I would say we found a pretty good balance. And I think my husband helped me a lot, and the kids understand now. They're at an age where they understand that this is, that I have. In the beginning, it was always like, why are you working so much? Spend more time with us. Mom guilt, mom guilt, mom guilt.
Yeah.
And now they're at an age where they really understand like why I'm doing this. If I would be on an island having what did you say? Coconut stand? I'd get so bored. I'd be like, okay, Ben, like, it would be nice for like 2 days. And then I'd be like,
in theory. Yeah. No. Like, I'm so sick of coconuts.
Not for me. So,
I mean, so as moms who, all right, it's like today you're getting 1%. As a mom, you're giving yourself 1%, right? When do you feel you're most sexy?
Oh my God.
Is that happening?
I'll let you answer that, Lacy.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, when do I feel the most sexy? Sometimes when I wash my hair, I feel cute. When do I feel the most sexy? Well, I do feel my husband really is aware of what I can do as far as a business person. And that makes me feel sexy. Like, he really notices. He's like, you're good at this specific thing. He might make fun of me for being bad at like spelling and computers. But he's like, this is like, you're shining in this. Like, this is like, holy cow, like, you're meant to do this. And that makes me feel really confident. And like I said, we do try to do like little trips together. And that's where I feel like, oh, this is me as a human. Like, I physically can look nice. I can take my mom hat off, take my work hat off, and just like be me. And that makes me feel confident too. But that's fleeting. I mean, that's not going to be every day for sure.
Right.
But yeah.
I want to hear what you say, Maliha.
I feel my most sexy when I take those like spa showers. You know, those showers where you're like, okay, I'm going to shave everything. I'm going to wash my hair. I'm going to do some stretches in the shower as well. I'm going to just pamper myself. And when I get out and I get dressed and of course, when I put on a red lip and I go out into the world, I feel really good, really, really good about myself. And it's those moments of just taking the time to care for me as opposed to allowing work or family or friends or anything to take up my time. Just setting aside that time for me makes me feel like, ooh, I still got it. You know, people still find me attractive. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, what about you, Karina? Is it not there?
I really wish that you would skip me.
Okay.
Step one, feet tickles.
We can skip you.
Tickles?
We can skip you.
Right. We can skip you. That's okay.
Well, no, I mean, it's not because I don't want to answer that question. It's just because I really have to think about it. And I know it's hard. Think we don't really have the time to wait for me. Maybe I'll answer this question later.
That's okay. Do that. How do you jump over mom hurdles, or do you just run into them?
Yeah, Karina. How do you do that?
Mom hurdles?
I'm like,
wait, Lacy, you're our guest.
Yeah, Karina, over to you.
People
Over and out.
already know
There you go.
everything about me, so
How do I jump over
No.
mom hurdles? I don't know. I think I just hit them like a freight train. I don't even know. I'm not very eloquent. I mean, I don't know. Oh, I have no idea. I run straight through them. I honestly think. I don't think there's any jumping involved. It's just like, let's go. You know?
So you're not swiftly, just gracefully jumping over
like
the hurdles.
like a little deer. Like, no, it is like a Mack truck, just like driving through everything.
I love that. I love that. I mean,
yeah.
Life is full on. So I think any mom that's like, oh, I gracefully jump over them, I would be shocked, fully shocked at that answer. I mean, running into the hurdles of life is just what happens, because sometimes you get a surprise hurdle.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even see it in the distance. And then next thing you know, it's just right here in front of you and you fall and collapse because that's just what it is. So, Karina, what about you? Do you find that you have moments of jumping over them, or do you, and then since if you do fall into these hurdles, how do you get back up? What's the get back up? What are the tools? Are there tools?
Ben? I'm just going to call my husband. Like, can you just get me out of here?
911.
I mean, it really depends on what happened. I would say I'm a very flexible, like going with the flow kind of person. So, and I get stressed out, obviously. I think what I said before is like, especially when it has anything to do with my kids, I'm trying to just remove myself from that specific situation and breathe, and then come back later and have my husband take over. If you're talking about hurdles that refer to the kids, business hurdles, I don't know. Maybe you can answer that question for me, Malia. Maybe how would you say would I tackle those? You know better than me, I think.
I think with business hurdles, you are very much, you allow yourself to feel your emotions first. I think you take the time to not go off on someone, of course. And then after you've reflected and sat with your emotions, then you're able to come to a place of like common ground, and you're able to be very diplomatic about your choices in business.
See, that's what I didn't know that about myself.
Look at that. That's awesome.
That's what I've witnessed. So, yeah. What about you, Lacy?
Well, I think with business, I agree. It's always better to take a step back.
Yeah.
And like, let's analyze the situation, give it a few hours, and then instead of reacting, like just in a blind rage, you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Because a lot of times when you step back, you can be like, this was a complete misunderstanding. You ding that. You know what I mean? Like half the time it can be worked out. I think that being calm under chaos is like the best skill you can ever have, to be the calm person. And even on the inside, it feels like you're in a tornado, but on the outside, you're just like stoic. I think that that's huge. But like for life in general, I mean, I'm a person of faith. I'm a Christian, and I never was taught that life was going to be easy and I wasn't going to have crappy stuff happen to me. Like I kind of expected bad things to happen and bad things to come and crazy things that are going to come up. And I don't feel like I'm being punished or I've done anything wrong. It's just life. So I think when you can kind of disassociate a little bit and you don't feel like if I work hard enough, if I'm good enough, if I do things right enough, this won't happen. That's not real. And this is just life. And so I have little phrases I tell myself, like zoom out, Lacy, zoom out. Like when I feel myself getting sucked into something too hard, I'm like, zoom out. And I'll just visualize myself, typically in my car. I'm always in my car. And I'm like, I zoom out of the car. Now I'm on top of the car. Now I'm seeing over the city. Now I'm seeing over the state. Like zoom out. How small is that problem? I really try to walk, and talk myself out of things, because you can manipulate your mind to do almost anything. It's kind of weird. Like you can tell your brain you're not upset. It's bizarre. So, yeah.
That's great that you have such control over your brain and in those moments.
Yeah, I work on it.
Real Jedi. How do you two deal with, and maybe I should ask, do you deal with other moms judging you? How you parent, how you work, how you are in friendship, whatever. How do you deal with mom judgment?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I'm definitely in a different situation with Crew because he's not side by side a lot of kids. Like all my friends have atypical kids, all of them. I have like a few friends that don't really live here that have some special needs stuff. And so we'll message and talk about things, but that's been tricky. I never feel judged so much as I feel pitied. And I hate feeling pitied.
Yeah.
Feeling pitied is like, it's like and I always have to be very careful with my words because like as the kids were growing up, like they'd be like, oh, so-and-so's kid, she's not doing blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh yeah, Crew used to do that too. You're fine. And you could see like people don't want my kid. So they don't want to have that parallel that my kid is like your kid because that could mean something is wrong. So I've always had to be very careful with what I say because they would go, I'm like, no, they're fine. I'm just saying like boys are crazy. You know, like I was not trying to diagnose your child that something's wrong. I'm trying to calm you down. You see what I mean? So there's a weird, it's really weird.
So was that
says that out loud? I'm just saying, but that's just what it is. I mean, say your child, heaven forbid, had like cancer or something. And I was saying, oh, Crew has blah, blah, blah. And you would go, oh, my kid had that. I would go, was it cancer? Like, was it the cancer? Is that a sign of something? Do you see, it's your automatic reaction to go, wait, is that a bad thing? Or like, you just kind of, it's your kid, you care. So I get it. But I don't really get judged so much for parenting. We've had like a few issues of like, oh, you let him watch too much TV or, oh, if you didn't feed him gluten, he wouldn't be autistic. It's like, well, that's not real. But other than
someone said that to you?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Like when he first got diagnosed, it was like, he shouldn't have dairy. He shouldn't have gluten. He shouldn't have watched TV. That must have done it. And I was like, yeah, if we stopped giving him gluten, I'm sure he'd start talking. We were like, what? Like, no, like that's just stupid. So, but now, I mean, we don't really get that as much because he's so much older, but I luckily have a great mom tribe of fellow like friends and they have their kids are so sweet to my kid. The moms are so supportive, but the pity stuff will always, it's like, oh, I know, see, that's a lot. And I'm like, yeah, well, things can be a lot, like whatever.
You mean kind of like what we did to you in the beginning?
Everywhere. Everyone's like, oh, I'm like, I get it. But if you told me like your kid was sick, I would go, oh my God, your kid's sick. I would do it too. You know what I mean? Like everybody does that.
Karina brought it back full circle. She's like, basically.
Okay. No, please. No, but my question to you is, when you talk about this, what would be a perfect reaction for you? Like how?
Well, I think that's it. I don't think there is a perfect reaction.
Yeah.
Like I think I think people should just react naturally. You know what I mean? I'm not the kind of person where I want to set people up to fail or like, look at you, like they were bad. Because I don't think that's right. Like, I think people caring and feeling sad, like it's totally valid. Because like I said at the beginning, it is sad. But I don't think there is a perfect reaction. And I think there's a lot of extremes with the autism like community. It's like, it should be celebrated and we should be, proud of this. And you should be proud. And I get the celebration stuff too, but it is sad. Too. It is hard and it's sad. And that child who's suffering sometimes, might be having a hard time with overstimulation or aggression or whatever. They're not thrilled. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see them throwing a party. So I see both sides to everything. So I really don't take it like super offensively. Luckily I've never had like moms like really go after me or anything, but I don't share a ton of him anymore online just because my account has been growing. And you'll get some crazy people who will like rip me because he's chubby and tell me I'm a terrible mom or there's some, and I'm just like, So I just like minimally like show like little clips of him here and there, but he's not really on it a lot.
Oh my God. Doesn't that make you?
Yeah. I'm like, I don't want to deal with it. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not trying to put fuel on that fire. Like, you can judge me, but like, don't let my kid, like,
Don't judge your child.
Yeah, that's just.
Do you deal with that, Karina? Do you deal with mom judgment? Is that something that happens? Because I know with the cape, you're not really sharing them, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think they,
Yeah.
They belong on any really social media accounts anywhere. But I mean, I also have amazing friends, but I certainly don't have the challenges that you have, Lacy. But we got judged that we do co-sleeping, good co-sleeping. Especially our son had major anxiety in the night, like nightmares over nightmares, and that for a very long time. And he still can't really sleep over any friend's house. I mean, he's 11, and someday he'll probably listen to this and be like, "Oh, mom," but I feel like he can't be the only kid, and he always says we can't talk with anyone about this. But I think, I slept in my parents' bed until I was 12. Every night I came to my parents and slept in their bed because I was terrified in the night. Same thing. And I remember just in the beginning, it was very hard, especially he's the firstborn. I was the first kind of like out of my friends who had a child, and I didn't really know what was happening. So, if people were saying, well, he's already 6, like, why is he not sleeping in his own bed? And I felt a little bit of that, like, and I felt also that I judged him and started to be like, why are you like this? But that was which I can't even, like, I feel so horrible about this. And then at some point we were like, we'll all sleep together as a family of 4. And this is the best part of my entire day. Like, I love sleeping with the entire family in the room. Like, I think there's nothing better. You have everyone together, and, I still have, me time. I still have time with my husband as a couple. So
I was going to ask.
What's wrong about that? What is wrong about sleeping together if everyone involved loves it?
Right. Yeah.
Nothing.
I think kids feel so safe.
And they feel so safe. And now we're at
safe.
We're in an apartment. So before we had the house in Cape Cod, it was like they were upstairs, we were downstairs. So he was even more scared. Now we have a room right next to them, and we're slowly starting to have them sleep in their own room, but they also feel very comfortable, and they start to really like being independent. And he's also loving, he's like very proud of himself that he can finally manage to sleep by himself and fall back asleep by himself without holding my hand, which is like super cute to witness. And, yes, I'm sure that listeners will judge me for that, but I don't care. So
yeah, who cares?
Exactly. Right. Like, I feel like, if it works for you, then do you. So.
Exactly. As long as you're happy, and the children are happy. That's what matters.
Yeah.
I think too, the people judging need to have more stuff to do.
Exactly.
Like, I will never, I'm like, you must not be busy. Cause like, why would you care about little me? It's bizarre. Like, who cares? That's so stupid. Yeah.
Exactly. Too much time on their hands.
They have too much time on their hands to be ugly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Lacy, we are at the end. We're going to do like a little fire round where I say a word and you fill in the blank.
Oh my God, I'm scared.
First word that comes to mind. Okay. Marriage is
hard.
Motherhood is
hard.
My mother is
a saint. My mother is a saint. Yes, my mother is a saint.
Aging is
fun.
And last one, life is
hard and good. I think things can be hard and good at the exact same time.
I love that 3 out of the 5 is hard.
Hard. I do. I think a lot of stuff is hard. I do. I mean, you could switch hard for work, whichever. But I mean, I think like we talked about earlier, like I think a lot of stuff that work is hard, marriage is work, and you know, it is what it is. You know, you have to really try at it.
This is true.
Your marriage like a business, you know, you got to work at it or it's going to fail, just like your business. And you know, same thing with your kids and all your other relationships.
And that doesn't get talked about enough, treating your marriage or just a relationship like a business.
Yeah.
People think that after the honeymoon phase, yes, it's difficult, but they don't think that they have to work at it at all.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely work at it. Like we really try to have a good marriage. And I think you have to, because it'd be so easy just to disappear and to each have our own thing and just do whatever. And no, like it's a lot of work. Yeah. And who you are 10 years ago is not the same person you are today. So it's like you've been married to 4 different people by the time you're done. You know, it's crazy. And it should be like that. You shouldn't be the exact same person you were in your 20s. That's weird. You know? So yeah.
That is weird. And then
I mean, it is weird. You should change and evolve.
If you're not changing, then there needs to be some introspection happening.
Yeah.
100%. You're the same.
Anyway. Yeah, grow up, Peter Pan. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Thank you so much for being on My Life Unfiltered. This has been such a great talk, refreshing and fun.
I loved it.
And authentic. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.